Hey everybody. All right, I'm doing a repair for a customer right now, and see if I can get in the camera there. Okay. Um, this customer is upset that this PRS is buzzing too much, even though it has humbuckers. I'll give you an example here. There it is on high gain. That's your neck pickup. That's your bridge pickup. Here's both, which is quieter than one on its own. So I'm thinking we could try and shield it more. It's already got shielding paint in it. So I go in and I check continuity with my meter, and I want to know if the shielding paint actually conducts. And I can't get any conduction through the paint, which makes me think if it is it doing anything at all. I can get conduction through the back of the switch, the back of the pots. That's no problem. But going to the shielding paint, I get nothing. So if I were to put shielding tape in there, something like this, then I know I'll definitely get it to conduct. So I'm going to shield it. But also, I don't like this. Listen to this. Here's a single coil setting, which is also loud. Single coil is also loud for either one, but now it's still buzzing when you have two singles on. And I'm guessing you have two of the same singles on, which is no good. You need two opposite singles on to get rid of that. There could be one more quiet position here. We're not getting it in single coil mode. See, that's humbucker, and that's single. So how about we make this position quiet? That's not easy. We're gonna have to go through and reverse all the wires on one of these pickups here. You see they're using green and white as their tap wires. We're gonna have to use black and red as the tap wires, and then use green and white as their hot and ground. And then we're gonna have to figure out which one's in phase and which one's out of phase. So it's a complete pain in the butt. But I'll go through and do it just so we get one more quiet position. So modding out a PRS SE. Maybe the American ones have all this built in, but this one does not. So here we go. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't have an ending to this video, but basically that's what I'm going to do is flip wires and put shielding paint in it. And I know this will be quieter. I don't know if this will actually make it any quieter overall, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so now I've rewired the pickups in this PRS. Before, when you put it in the middle position, when it was on single coil for both, you still got buzz in the middle position. So the problem was the two outer coils were on, and you want opposite coils on to get hum canceling in the middle position. These are opposite coils. These are the same coils, so they will not hum cancel. All right, so I went in and I reversed all their wiring. They were using green and white as their tap wires. So I made green and white the hot and ground. So white, hot, green, ground, black, and red are now the tap wires. And before, black and red were the hots and the grounds. So it's the opposite of the other pickup. The other pickup still has green and white as their tap wires, and green and ground, and red and black as their hot and ground. Okay, so give it a listen here. Here it is. There's your neck pickup, buzzy. There's both, quiet. There's your bridge. That's single coil, buzzing. Both, quiet. Here's your bridge as a humbucker. Still a little bit noisy. Much louder as a single. There's both humbuckers, different type of buzz, but quieter. There's your neck as a humbucker, has a little bit of buzz to it. And that's your single neck. It's much more buzzy, but this is the quietest right here. Both pickups in parallel in their single coil mode. So it's this coil and this coil. Parallel is quieter than series. That's all there is to it. So that's the quiet setting on this guitar at the moment. I'm going to go through and shield it next. Even though it has shielding, I'm going to add more shielding. Okay, so here's the last stage of this PRS. I put shielding tape inside the cavity, even though it already had shielding paint. I couldn't get any conduction through the shielding paint with my meter, but I'm going to show you how I can get conduction through the tape. Here we go. Touching two different parts of the tape, any part of the tape, back of the switch, back of the pot. So now we actually know that the ground is going through different parts of the tape. Here's one that's not going through. See if we can get that to go through. There it goes. Yeah, it's got to push down on the tape a little better. So you're going to see different types of tape in here. This is regular old 3M Scotch, and it's you know, for duct work. It's aluminum tape, but it doesn't. You can't touch two different parts of tape together and expect the conduction to go through. You need tape that has conduction adhesive. So the adhesive itself has to pass electricity. So that's why I use this to connect certain tape to other parts of tape. Silver stuff's cheaper, so use more of it. Use the other stuff just to piece things together. All right, so everything touches now. Put the back on, which also has its original tape on it, and shut it down because we want to make sure everything's touching. That's the whole idea here. Just enough to get some touching. All right, now here is the humbucker neck. Still a little bit of noise there. It's high gain, but right. Bridge, different. Also a little bit of noise, but not bad. Both, same thing. It's a little quieter when both are on in parallel. Series wiring has a little bit of buzz to it. We're going to go to single now on the neck. There's some buzzing, single neck, buzzing, single bridge, and then almost perfectly quiet with this pickup and this pickup on. I'm pretty sure it could be this one and this one. I didn't really check it. I can check it right now, actually, by touching the coils. There you go. It's that one and that one. So it's these two, and very, very quiet. Humbucker by itself in series. It's got some noise to it, even with the shielding. I think it's just the nature of the pickup. Different companies have quieter pickups. I've had Asian pickups sound extremely quiet. I've had Seymour Duncan sound extremely quiet as well. So it's just something you have to look into. But at least you get one good setting on this guitar. The two together. So yeah, definitely play a show with that. All right, that's it.